everyone, let's start with today's question number 1039, minimum score triangulation of polygon. So in this we are given with an array which represent the vertices of the polygon, and we need to triangulate the polygon into n-2 triangles, and for each triangle the value of the triangle is the product of the labels of the vertices, and the total score of the triangulation is the sum of the values over all the n-2 triangles formed. And our task is to return the smallest possible score that we can achieve with some triangulation. So let's see the example number 1. As we can see that we are given with 3 vertices as 1, 2 and 3. So there is only one possible triangle in this case. So we have to return 1 into 2 into 3, that is 6. Now the second condition is, if we are given with 4 vertices, then there can be 2 conditions to form the triangles in the polygon. That is, first considering this triangle and this triangle, and the second condition as 3, 7, 4 and 3, 4, 5. Now in the first condition, as we can see, the result is 3 into 7 into 5 plus 7 into 4 into 5. And in the second condition, the answer is 3 into 7 into 4 plus 4 into 5 into 3. So in this, amongst both, we have to return the minimum score which we are getting from both. So the answer comes out to be 144 in this condition. Now let's have a look over how we are going to do this. Now let's consider a polygon with 8 sides, with 8 vertices. Now in this condition, what we are going to do is fixing 2 vertices with value I and j, and the third variable iterating between I and j value. Now as in the first condition, we are going to initialize the value of k with I plus 1. So in this condition, we will be forming this triangle and leaving this polygon. So we need to find the minimum possible value in this remaining polygon recursively. Now we will store its value in a DP table such that we can compare it with the next condition and find which one of both of them is minimum. Now in the second condition, after we have iterated k's value and incremented its value by 1, now its value becomes I plus 2. So it's forming 2 triangles. First this one, second this one. Now we need to do the recursive call to calculate the remaining polygon's value and find the minimum possible value. Now we need to iterate the k's value up to j, and we are going to store each value in the DP table and compare the value and return the minimum value as possible. Now we need to initialize the value of j accordingly. First we are going to initialize the value of j with I plus 1, then j with I plus 2. As if we will initialize the value of j with I plus 1, then there can be no possible value of k. So we are going to reject that case. Then j equals to I plus 2. So in this condition, k value is, the only possible value of k is this, and hence this is forming a triangle like this. Now again iterating the jth value with and incrementing its value by 1. So here it becomes I plus 2, I plus 3. So in this condition, k values, the possible k values are this one and this one. Now we are going to iterate over all the possible values of j, that is, it will go up to n minus 2, and recursively calling each value so that we can solve it for all the polygons. Now, what if we'll initialize the value of j with I? If we are going to initialize the value of j with I, then we are going to get only a single point, right? Which is not satisfying the condition of a triangle. And in this condition, we are going to initialize the value of I equals to j in the table as 0, because it is not forming the triangle, so no possible solutions are possible for that condition. And similarly, for j equals to I plus 1, that is, this is I and this is j in the polygon I, j. So in this condition it is forming a single line, so no triangle is formed. So for this condition as well, it will be initialized as 0. So what all cases satisfy this condition is this one, this one, this one, and this one. Also, j value cannot be smaller than 1, smaller than I. So the whole this side table will be remains to be 0. Now the next condition is if j is equals to I plus 2, that is, j value is this one. So in this condition it is forming a triangle like this, and its value is 3, 7 and 4. So in the table, if we'll see, then I value is 0, j value is 2. So here it becomes 3 into 7 into 4. That is 84, because I is 0, j is 2. So its sides, its vertices are given as 3, 7 and 4. So 3 into 7 into 4 is equals to 84. So we have filled the form, filled the table with I0 and J2 as 84. Now, if we'll change the value of I as with the vertex as 7 and j with vertex 5, then we are going to get this triangle. So in this condition, 7 into 4 into 5 for I equals to 1 and j equals to 3. I equals 1 and j equals 3. So this value is changed to 140. Now again changing the value of I here and jth value as this one. So the possible triangle is 4, 5 and 4. So in this condition, this value becomes 80 with index I as 2 and j as 4. Now this was the condition when j is equals to I plus 2. Now what if j is equals to I plus 3? That is, if I value is this one and j value is this one. So the possible triangle are this one and this one, and the second possible triangles are in this quadrilateral is this and this one. So in the first condition, if we'll see that the answer is 3 into 7 into 5 plus 7 into 4 into 5, and in the second 3 into 7 into 4 plus 3 into 4 into 5. As our task was to find the minimum of all, so we will check which result will give us the minimum value. So as this is returning 245 and this is returning 144, so its value is changed to 144. This was the condition when I was equals to 0 and j was equals to 3. So here the value is changed to 144. Here the value is changed to 144. Now similarly we are going to do it for this one and this as well, and at last what we are going to do is returning the value at index I is equals to 0 and j equals to 4. Now let's have a look over how we are going to do this through code. Now first we will initialize a variable n with a dot length, that is the input array length, and second we will declare a dp2d array with index n and n, that is the length of the given input array. The second step would be is to iterate over loop with starting ith index with 0 and going up to n minus 2. And as we have seen the condition, the jth value cannot be equals to I or equals to I plus 1, so we will initialize its value with I plus d, that is I plus 2, and then iterating the kth value between I plus 1 and j minus 1, and changing the value at index I and j by finding the minimum value possible by looking its initial value and the calculated value next. And then at last we are going to return the value at index 0 and the I is equals to 0 and j equals to n minus 1. Now let's have a look over the test cases. So it's accepted, and here is the code for the question. Thank you.